Good morning, students. Welcome back to Atmiya Green School. I'm Afrin Sayed, your English teacher. So, students, yesterday we learned about pronouns. We learned that pronouns are words which are used in the place of noun. We learned that there are four types of pronouns: personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, and interrogative pronoun. We have already learned about personal pronoun and demonstrative pronoun. Today, we'll learn about possessive pronoun and interrogative pronoun. So, while watching the video, I'll go on explaining to make it easier and simpler for you to understand. Okay, let's start.
Look at these sentences. This kitty is mine. Its fur is soft.
Okay, possessive means to own, belongingness. To whom does it belongs? Whose it is? Whose possession it is, whose ownership it is. It means possessive. So here in the sentence you can see it is written, this kitty is mine. Its fur is soft. So whose kitty it is? It's mine. It's mine. Okay. So that shows the belongingness.
Is that bicycle yours?
Yes. Whose bicycle it is? Is that bicycle yours? So yours is a possessive pronoun.
This ball is his.
This ball is his. Whose ball is this? This ball is his. Okay.
That dress is hers.
Yes. That dress is hers. Whose dress it is? It's hers. So hers is possessive pronoun.
That car is ours.
Whose car is it is? It is ours. So that car is ours. So here ours is possessive pronoun.
That house is theirs.
That house is theirs. So theirs is possessive pronoun.
The words mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs, and its are pronouns that show who or what owns something.
Yes, the words mine, its, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs shows who or what owns something, whose ownership it is. It shows that to whom does it belongs to. That is possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun shows the ownership. It shows that whom does it belongs to. Is that clear, students?
These pronouns are called possessive pronouns.
They can be used in place of possessive nouns or possessive adjective plus possessive noun phrase.
Yes.
For example, these books are my sister's. These books are hers.
Possessive pronouns
Okay, students. So, these books are my sister's. So, whose book is it? My sister's book. So, my sister shows possessive pronoun and these books are hers.
Books are hers.
Possessive pronouns do not come before a noun. They stand alone.
Yes, they do not come before noun. They always stand alone because they are independent.
For example, this is Winnie's house. This house is hers.
Look, this is Winnie's house. This house is hers. So it stands alone. Okay, here hers stands alone. So that is possessive pronoun. Okay, students, I hope you are very much clear with possessive pronouns. Now we'll move towards interrogative pronouns. Look, students, interrogative pronouns are pronouns which ask the questions. So pronouns which ask the questions are interrogative pronouns. Questions and interrogative pronouns introduce a question: who or what. These are interrogative pronouns. Okay. Now we'll watch the video. Along with watching the video, I'll keep on explaining.
In this module, you learn the usage of interrogative pronouns who, whom, whose, which, and what.
Yes. What are we going to learn? We are going to learn about who, whom, whose, which, and what. We are going to learn about who, whom, whose, which, and what.
Of interrogative pronouns who, whom, whose, which, and what. An interrogative pronoun is a pronoun used in order to ask a question. In modern English, there are 5 interrogative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, and what.
Yes.
Who is used in a
Look, students, over here.
whom, whose, which, and what.
There are 5 interrogative pronouns that is who, whom, whose, which, and what. How many interrogative pronouns are there, students? There are 5 interrogative pronouns. Look, you can see www. Basically, it speaks about 5 W's. Interrogative pronoun speaks about 5 W's. I repeat, students, repeat after me. Interrogative pronoun speaks about 5 W's. Interrogative pronoun speaks about 5 W's. Which are they? Who, whom, whose, which, what. Who, whom, whose, which, and what.
Who is used in a question when we want to know about the subject. For instance, who is cleaning its paws? In this
Yes, who is used in a sentence when we want to know about a subject. Who is used when we want to know about the subject. I repeat.
who refers to the subject, that is the one who is cleaning its paws. Whom is used to know about the object.
Who refers to subject. Who refers to subject. Whereas whom refers.
Here whom refers to
Okay. So, like we studied about who refers to the subject, we'll study that whom refers to object. Okay, let's take an example, students.
the question, whom is the cat trying to catch? Whom is the object to the subject cat.
Yes, whom is a object of a subject cat, which means basically that if cat is catching someone or if cat is behind someone, so the question is whom is cat trying to catch. I repeat, whom is cat trying to catch. So it is basically referring to the object, and here the object is bird. To whom is it referring? It is referring to bird.
Here whom refers to the bird which the cat was trying to catch. Whose is used to ask to whom something belongs.
Yes, whose is used to ask that to whom
Whose is
that
used to
something
ask to
belongs.
whom.
Who whose it is used to ask whom something belongs to. Like if in your classroom something you find something which does not belong to you. So in front of the class you go and ask whose water bottle it is, whose compass box it is. You ask such question. So you are asking about whom does it belongs to. Okay, so whose is used when you want to know about the ownership of the object, that to whom does it belongs to. Okay, students.
Something belongs. For example, whose nest is this?
Yes, example, whose nest is this? So here it is asked that whose nest is this? तो यहाँ पर question है कि ये nest किसका है? Okay, so whose nest is this? So this nest is of bird. Is it clear, students?
Here, whose is used for the owner of the nest. Which is used to ask someone to be exact about one or more people or things from a limited.
Okay, which is used when you want to know exactly what you want. For example, if your mother asks to bring a dress from your cupboard, if your mother asks to bring a dress from your cupboard, what question you are going to ask her? Which dress do you want? Which dress do you want? Which one? Which one? Which says that we have a number of options. But among them, which one? Which specific dress we want? So when we address a specification, when we say that this specific thing, when we want to know about this specific thing, then we use which. Like students, have you ever played color color? Yes. How does color color game goes like? It goes like a question, color color. Then rest of the players ask to the person who is going to catch you. That color color, which color? That okay fine. You are asking about color, but which color? Okay. So it is like color color, which color? Is it clear, students?
Number. For example, which animal appeared from the bushes?
Yes, which animal appeared from the bushes? Yes, something appeared from the bushes. But which animal was it?
Here, the name of the animal among all the other animals that appeared is asked. What is usually used to refer to inanimate objects and actions? What will the cat do?
What will cat do? Okay, so it refers to inanimate objects. Okay, students? What is your name? Okay, what are you doing? What is your work? So when we want to ask such question, we use what? W-H-A-T, what?
In this question, what refers to the action that a cat will take? In this module, you have learned the following. An interrogative pronoun is used to ask a question.
Yes. Why is interrogative pronoun used? Interrogative pronoun is used to ask question.
Modern English has 5 interrogative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, and what. Who is used to know about the subject. Whom is used to know about the object. Whose is used to ask to whom something belongs. Which is used to belongs. Which is used to ask somebody to be exact about one or more people or things from a limited number. What is used to refer to inanimate objects and actions.
Okay, students?
Thanks for watching.
Okay, students. So now I'll take you towards personal pronoun and forms of personal pronoun. We have already learned about personal pronoun. Okay, now we'll learn about forms of personal pronoun. In English, there are 3 persons which are being used. First is first person, then second person, and third person. First person, second person, and third person. First person is a person or a speaker himself. The speaker himself. First person is a speaker himself. Okay, like I am speaking, so I am speaker. So I am first person. To whom I am speaking? To students, that is to you. So you are second person. If I am speaking about my mother, If I'm speaking about my mother, then my mother is third person. So first person is speaker himself. Second person is we are speaking to, a person we are speaking to. And third person is about whom we are speaking about. Okay, about whom we are speaking. So first person is a speaker himself or herself, second person is a person whom we are speaking to, and third person is a person we are speaking about. So now students, when there is first person singular, then we can use I or me. I repeat, when there is first person singular, we can use I or me. Like, I am a teacher. I am your English teacher. Okay, that is I. That is I. That is singular first person. Okay, she talks to me very kindly. She talks to me very kindly. So here, me is being used. Okay. So I am using me because this is used for the speaker himself or herself. Is it clear? When there are plural, that is when there are more than one person, when there is plural thing, then we use we. Like when I'm talking about me and you as well. When I'm talking about me and you as well, we use we and us. We are going for a picnic tomorrow. So I'm using? I'm using we. Why I'm using we? Because of plural. Okay. Because we are more than one. Because we are more than one. So I'm using we, in which I am included along with you. In which I am included along with you. Okay. Uh, She teaches us English. She teaches us English. So, us, so the speaker himself. Okay. So, here, I, me, we, and us is used for both the gender. Even for females and even for males. That is masculine and feminine. I repeat, students, I, me, we, us can be used for both, for feminine and for masculine. Both. Is it clear? I repeat, first person is a person who is a speaker himself or herself. Okay? The one who is a speaker is a first person. Singular. When it is singular, when there is only one person in a first person case, then I and me is used. Then I and me is used. Whereas in plural, we and us is used. We and us is used. Now, I, me, we, and us can be used for both, for masculine as well as feminine. It can be used for both, for masculine as well as for feminine. Okay. Now, second person. Now, second person refers to person we are speaking to. Second person refers to a person we are speaking to. I repeat, second person refers to person we are speaking to. Okay. So, second person is used for the person we are speaking to. Like I'm speaking to you students, so I'm using you. Now, here in singular case, there is you, and in plural case also there is you. More than singular and plural, we uses you, Y-O-U. Okay, for masculine as well as for feminine. Is it clear, students? We learned about first person. Who is the first person? First person is speaker himself or herself. Second person is a person we are speaking to. And third person is a person we are referring to. We are talking about. Third person is a person we are speaking to or referring to. Okay. Now, for masculine gender, we uses he and him. For masculine gender, we uses he and him. For feminine gender, we use she and her. For feminine gender, we use she and her. For neuter gender, that is something which is not either masculine neither feminine, we use it or its. We use it or its. Now, for masculine, feminine, and neuter, we also use they and them. they and them. Students, we have already learned about their applications. We have already learned that how are they being used. Okay. Now we'll learn about reflexive pronoun. We'll learn about reflexive pronouns. Okay. What are reflexive pronoun and what are relative pronoun? We will be learning about two more pronouns, that is reflexive pronoun and relative pronoun. Okay. So let's study reflexive and relative pronoun. Okay, students, as you enjoy learning along with the videos, uh, I'll keep on explaining along with the video. We'll watch the video and along with that, I'll go on explaining as well. Okay, let's start. Reflexive pronouns.
Pronouns. A reflexive pronoun is used when the subject and the object of a sentence refer to the same person or thing.
Yes. When is reflexive pronoun used? Reflexive pronoun is used when the subject and the object of sentence refer to the same person or thing. When we address subject and object of a sentence, when subject and object of a sentence refers to the same person or thing, then it is reflexive pronoun. I repeat, reflexive pronoun is used when subject and object of a sentence refer to the same person or thing.
In such a case, the object is considered as the reflexive pronoun.
Yes, in such cases, when the when subject and object of a sentence refer to the same person or thing, when subject and object both are referring to one and the same person or thing, at that time the object is considered as reflective pronoun. I repeat, at that time object is considered as reflective pronoun.
Let us learn about reflexive pronouns with the help of some examples. First example is, the boy hurt himself.
Yes, the boy hurt himself. So here it is reflecting towards boy. So boy is being himself is used for boy.
In this example, the subject is boy and the object is himself.
Yes, in this example the subject is boy and the object is himself.
Both the subject and object refer to the same person, that is, boy.
Yes, both subject and object are referring to the same person. And who is that person? That is boy. Now you understood the definition that subject and object refers to the same person. Here, both subject and object are being referred to boy. Who is hurt? Boy is hurt. Okay.
Therefore, himself is a reflexive pronoun. Yay! The next example is, Bunty and Cookie bought themselves costumes for the fancy dress competition. Here, observe that the object is themselves and the subject is Bunty and Cookie.
Yes. Here the subject is Bunty and Cookie and object is themselves. Is it clear? Is it clear? The subject is Bunty and Cookie and object is themselves. So Bunty and Cookie bought themselves costumes for the fancy dress competition. So your subject and object are referring to the same person.
Both object and subject refer to the same people, that is, Bunty
Bunty
and
and
Cookie.
Cookie.
Hence, themselves is a reflexive pronoun. Some more examples of reflexive pronouns are myself, herself, oneself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves, etc.
Yes. What are the examples? Myself, herself, oneself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves.
Among all these reflexive pronouns, the words ending in self are in singular form, while the words ending in selves are in plural form.
Yes, students, the words ending with self, just self, are singular form, and the words ending with elves, elves, elves. I repeat, the words ending with self are singular form, but the words ending with selves, that is selves, selves, are in plural form.
Yay! Note that we can use reflexive pronouns when the action done by the subject of a sentence reflects back on the subject or affects the subject only and nobody else.
Yes, when any of the action is being carried out and it affects only the subject, no one else, like the person itself is being affected, then reflexive pronoun is used.
For example, Chintu prepared himself for the examination. In this example, the subject is Chintu and the action done by the subject is prepared. This action reflected back or affected Chintu only and nobody else. So, we have used the reflexive pronoun himself.
Yes, look students, Chintu prepared himself for the exam. Chintu prepared. But whom does Chintu prepared? Chintu prepared to his friend? Chintu prepared to his little brother? No, Chintu prepared himself. So here it refers to Chintu only. Therefore himself is being used, and himself is a reflexive pronoun. And look students, himself, that is self, self. Why himself is used? Because Chintu is in the singular form.
We also use reflexive pronouns to emphasize that someone did something alone or without any help from anyone else.
Yes, it shows that they did that thing alone without anyone's help.
The preposition by is used with these reflexive pronouns.
Yes, by is used with this
For
reflexive
example,
pronouns.
Raju completed the science project by himself.
Yes, Raju completed the science project. Who completed science project? He himself completed. So we use yes.
Here, the reflexive pronoun himself is used with the preposition by to emphasize that the subject Raju has completed his project alone and without help from anyone else. We use reflexive pronouns when we want to clarify which person or thing we are talking about. In such situations, the preposition comes before the reflexive pronouns. For example, Cookie was talking to herself.
Yes. Cookie was talking to herself. So to whom is Cookie talking? Cookie is talking to herself. So when we use reflexive pronoun when we want to clarify which person or thing we are talking about. Okay. So what we are talking about? So she is talking to herself.
Here, the reflexive pronoun herself is used with the preposition to. It clarifies that the subject Cookie and the reflexive pronoun herself refer to the same person. Also, the preposition to comes before herself. A reflexive pronoun is not used when it is clear which person we are talking about. For example, students are not allowed to bring their cell phones with them to school. In this example, we have used them instead of themselves because it is clear that them refers to students only and nobody else.
Yes, here we used them rather than themselves because them refers to only students, no one else.
Also, a reflexive pronoun is not used when we describe actions that we do to ourselves usually. For example, Pinky dressed herself and went to school.
Yes, a reflexive pronoun is not used when we describe action that we do to ourselves usually. Okay, so it does not describe something which we do to ourselves daily. Like Pinky dressed herself and went to school.
Here, herself is not required in this sentence,
Yes,
as we are describing an action done by Pinky to herself as usual.
yes, students. Did you got it? Should I explain it again? Yes, I'll explain it again. What does it say is that reflexive pronoun is not used when we describe the actions that we do to ourselves. Like Pinky dressed herself and went to school. So here it is something which is obviously done by herself. Okay, so it should not be described by using word herself. Okay.
Hence, the sentence should be Pinky dressed and went to school.
Yes, the sentence should be Pinky dressed and went to school because it is very obvious that no one else will help Pinky to dress because she has to dress herself. Okay, so it does not describe action that we do to ourselves usually. Is it clear, students? So, what we studied today? We studied today about possessive pronouns as well as interrogative pronouns. After that, we learned about personal pronouns and forms of personal pronoun. And we have also learned about reflexive pronoun. We have also learned about reflexive pronoun. Now, in next class, I'll be making you learn about relative pronoun and indefinite pronoun. Is that clear? Okay. Thank you so much, students. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay happy.